Good evening, Resurgent Esports, and welcome to League of Legends Ranked 5's team play. I am so very excited tonight, guys. This is our very first time actually live streaming our League of Legends team going into their 5s matches. And this is something that we've been wanting to do for a long time. It's been a long time in the works, but we are live. We are ready to go. So tonight, we got our starting lineup here for Team Resurgent. In the top lane, we will have Killy Willy. In the mid lane, we will have WorldStar. In the jungle, it will be Sinscar. At AD carry will be King Rez. And at support will be the Sexy Juan. And those are our starting 5 guys. Very excited about this team of guys. They've been putting in a lot of hours practicing and getting ready. And they've already played a couple of their provisional matches. Right now, Resurgent Esports is 3-1 in their provisional ranked matches. Last night they cleaned up 3 straight matches in a row, none of the games lasting more than 25 minutes, all of them winding up in surrenders by the other team. Very strong performance by our guys, very excited to watch them here tonight. My name is Le3tha, I am the general manager of Resurgent Esports LoL, and I am very, very, very excited to be with y'all here tonight. So we're going to get this thing going as soon as the guys are out of Champion Select and into the actual game. We're going to be spectating the guys tonight, and I will do my best. This is the first time I've actually shoutcasted a match, but I'll be doing my best to make the right camera movements and stuff like that, so y'all just might need to bear with me a little bit. But other than that, it'll be good. So we're just waiting for the game to get started here. In the meantime, of course, a couple of public service announcements from Resurgent Esports. Be sure to check out our website, guys, www.resurgent-esports.com. There you can find all the latest news and notes about Resurgent, as far as what we are into, what games we are currently searching for teams for. I know that we are looking for another member to join our Halo squad, as well as some CSGO teams I think are getting ready to get off the ground. You can also watch live stream from there, from any of our teams, including League of Legends, COD, Halo, anybody that is currently firing, you can watch from the website. Read up on our teams there as well, player bios, interesting little tidbits about the teams there. And also, if you're interested in joining up with Resurgent Esports, like I said, we've got a whole lot of opportunities as far as not just teams go, but also staff. So there is a lot that you can do with Resurgent if you are interested in joining up in a great group of people, like-minded people, trying to make their way in this crazy esports world. Let's see. Seems like I had a couple of other quick announcements for tonight. Oh, be sure to tune in every Thursday night here to this channel, y'all. Every Thursday, well, for you in the U.S., it is Thursday afternoons at about 3 o'clock. For you outside of the U.S., going by European time there, it is 8 o'clock every Thursday night. The guys from Resurgent Esports COD side get to go online and show their skill, and they're an incredible group of guys, and they play some incredible COD. I used to be a COD player myself too, and these guys are just ridiculous. So be sure to go check them out on Thursday nights and support our COD squad, so that way you can keep supporting Resurgent Esports. You can follow us on Twitter too at www.twitter.com/resurgentesport. Or at Resurgent Esport on Twitter. Be sure to give us a follow there. Alright, so we're still just waiting for the guys to get out of Champion Select here, so that way we can get into the game here and see what champions they have selected. Now, since they are in random queue, I can't tell you who we're facing off against here tonight, because this is random queue, but as soon as we do get into the match, I will be able to see the other guys and be able to see their squad. So it looks like they are out of Champion Select, so we're going to fire on in. For Resurgent, it looks like we have Sinscar on his patented Elise. That is a comfort pick for him. He is an incredible Elise player, so we're excited to watch that. Sexy Juan support there is going to be playing his Janna, which he is an incredible Janna, so that'll be good to see. King Rez taking up that Lucian. Killy Willy on Maokai in the top lane, and WorldStar going on to the Syndra in the mid lane. And they'll be facing off against Kill Dumpling on Annie. It looks like that is a support Annie for Kill Dumpling. Best Actor World is going to be on Lee Sin in the jungle. Air Red taking the top lane, or taking the mid lane Nidalee, it looks like. Tazuki is going to be playing Caitlyn in the bottom lane at AD carry. And LoTha is going to be taking Fiora into that top lane. So going right off the bat here, I do like Resurgent and I do like Resurgent's comp here. Like I said, Sinskar on his Elise, that's a very, very comfortable pick for him. Is going to provide some good CC for the team with his Cocoon, as well as just the sheer power that Elise brings in the jungle. Sexy One and King Rez, a very powerful bottom lane there with the Janna and the Lucian. Lucian, of course, is an incredible duelist, and Janna backs that up with some pretty decent initiate with that tornado. And also really, really good disengage. So it's going to be really, really hard for the other team there, purple team, to go ahead and dive on those guys in the bottom lane. Interesting to see how that works out. Killy taking the Maokai up against Fiora. I haven't really seen this matchup too often, but it looks like Foda on that Fiora is going to have the kill pressure early against Killy. He's going to have to be a little bit careful in that top lane just because everybody on the other team, except for their AD carry, is running Ignite. So that's a lot of kill pressure going to be coming from the other team here. And you know what? That could actually be a Fiora in the mid lane and Nidalee top. It's kind of hard to tell. Their team comp is a little weird. I do like the idea behind their team comp, though, just because they are bringing a lot of damage. They have a really decent split push on the other side there. And they've got the area of effect stun coming in from Annie. So some hard CC as opposed to Resurgent. But Resurgent also has their own version of hard CC with Worldstar on that Syndra in mid. And I do know that Syndra is a champion that Worldstar is very comfortable on. So we'll see how that goes for him. But I'm interested to see what he winds up facing. Because it could be that Nidalee. It could be that Fiora. Heck, it could even be that Annie and it's a Nidalee support. We really can't tell, just judging by the champion selection here from the purple team. But it looks like the game is ready to fire for us, so we're going to go ahead and load on into this game. Our guys, Resurgent Esports, are going to be starting blue side, and the other guys will be starting on the purple side. So we'll see how Resurgent does in this, their 5th and final provisional match, to go ahead and get ranked and make their run at Challenger. We're going to take just a short second here to go ahead and fire into the match, so get yourself a drink or something like that. Enjoy the wonderful, beautiful skins that you get to look at, and we will be into the match just shortly. And just a reminder, y'all, we are just waiting for this match to go ahead and get underway. The match itself is actually underway. We are out of the champion selection phase, and we are just waiting for us to load in so that way we can begin spectation of the game. Should just be momentarily. See, it looks like Resurgent actually lose the skin battle. Aww. But here we go, y'all. It is the 5th and final provisional match for Resurgent Esports. We are ready to get this match underway, and it looks like right now Resurgent are setting up their standard blue side start. Sinskar does like to go ahead and start red on the blue side, so that is where Resurgent will be starting. Nidalee putting down some deep wards there already. We got a ping over on the left-hand side there, but so it doesn't look like either team is very interested in doing the level 1 invade. It is going to be the Fiora in the top lane. She's positioning herself there. A little skirmish down here in the bottom lane, it looks like. It just looks like purple team is trying to get some deep vision here with those Nidalee traps. And yeah, nobody looks like they're really interested in doing a level 1. Which, I mean, I can't really say that I blame them. Neither team has really the hard CC at level 1 that you would want for an invade like that. They're just going to try to go ahead and get themselves some vision down so that way they can see what the other team is trying to do. So it does look like Nidalee will be taking the mid lane for the purple side. Fiora will be going up into that top lane there. Caitlyn and Annie making their way all the way down to the bottom. Lee Sin is starting purple for the, is starting red for the purple side. So double red start here for both squads. And we'll see if as soon as this match starts to get underway here. Sinsar going to be going ahead and starting off that red. Lee Sin taking his red up top. Looks like King Rez and Sexy Juan are going to go ahead and move to lane. Maokai actually gets into lane before Fiora, so that is going to be good for Killy Willy. He's going to get himself some nice free farm there. And in the bottom lane. So right now, not a whole lot to say other than, you know, we'll see where the early aggression comes out for Lee Sin. He wants to get aggressive early. That's what the best Lee Sins always do. And he's going to go ahead and invade here. Looks like he's going to set a ward down on the blue, sees that Sinskar is nowhere near, and it looks like he's circling around behind, maybe trying to catch Sinskar on his way to the blue. Sinskar has no idea that he's there. This might be a catch out for Lee Sin. I don't know if he saw him. Not sure if he saw him or not, but Lee Sin is hanging around here, so it looks like he is going to try to go for the blue steal. Resurgent has no idea that this is happening currently, that Lee Sin is sitting right there in that brush. Worldstar is not making a movement down, and so Lee Sin is going to come in. It looks like he's going to try to steal this blue. He does get the steal, and he goes right on to Sinskar. Sinskar has some trouble here, has to flash away. Best actor in the world is going to go ahead and take him down, and it looks like it is going to be first blood to the purple side, and Lee Sin takes the first blood here, camping the blue. Not a good start for the Resurgent guys, but there really wasn't anything they could really do about it. Killy Willy was up in the middle of the lane, had really no way of getting down to where Sinskar was. And they just had no idea that Lee Sin was there. Taking some pressure in this bottom lane. King Rez putting down good pressure onto the Annie, but he takes a lot of damage back in response. That was not a trade that they were very happy to make there. Worldstar putting up decent damage poke here against this Annie, and here comes Lee Sin though. It looks like for a gank. They're baiting him into this. Worldstar comes in, and he's going to be just fine. Best Actor World is just trying to put down some pressure onto him, keep him a little bit off his kilter there. Bottom lane aggression, it looks like King Rez trying to get some aggression down into this mid lane. Into this bottom lane. Killy Willy and Foda, not a whole lot to say up there. Killy is have a 1 level advantage on Foda, so that is the good news for them. Rez and Sexy Juan staying decently close at the farm game, which is good. None of them are really falling behind here. Sinskar going to be a little bit behind since he lost his blue buff, but that's okay. Well, he lost his blue and his red thanks to the death, but that's okay. We had a ping out there for the ward placement. It looks like Best Actor World is setting up for another invade here. And once again, no vision at all in their own jungle for Resurgent, so he's going to be able to just farm the jungle all day long. Down in the bottom lane, some good pressure down on Tazuki there on that Caitlyn. King Rez staying decently healthy. Sinskar making a trip up to mid here. We might see some action. There's the stun going down in, and he misses the cocoon long out of the way there, and it looks like it goes down. They may still be able to pick this up, and there it is. Very nicely done. Sinskar there getting the assist there, but giving the kill over to Worldstar off the tick of the Ignite, so that's good news. But Lee Sin looking to answer down in the bottom lane for the purple team. Nope, he's just going to go ahead and back on off. So Resurgent there did a great job on that gank. They were able to lock down the Nidalee with the stun. Even though he missed the cocoon, Nidalee was not quick enough to jump away, and she took just way too much harass from the Syndra. Which, I mean, Syndra's going to be bullying out that lane anyway. Nidalee really can't do a whole lot against Syndra's massive amount of poke from those balls. Looks like Resurgent is just trying to hold the lane steady in the bottom as much as they possibly can. Killy did go back to base, and he is going to be coming back here with his Glacial Shroud. So going for the early armor against that Fiora. Definitely a good move there. Worldstar coming back to lane with the Chalice completed, but Fiora's going to go ahead and dive in onto Killy Willy. She is level 6, but Killy manages to push her off. She's got to be a little bit careful here. It's like like Sinskar sweeping out that ward there in the mid. Italy not in any danger. Everybody's just kind of taking a quick lull on the map. Lee Sin coming back down. We'll see where he goes from here. Bottom lane, Caitlyn still pretty low. It looked like Kill Dumpling was going out there to land the stun, but he didn't wind up blowing the stun there. Suzuki taking a lot of poke and harass from that Lucian of King Rez. Farm staying very, very even down here in the bottom lane. King Rez has a very slight 3-minion lead. Worldstar is way ahead in the mid lane though, as opposed in farm. In farm, he's at 49 minions to the 27 of Italy, and they're collapsing onto Lee Sin here. He gets out with a quick ward jump, and it looks like Resurgent is trying to set up some dragon control here. Lee Sin is still hanging around. He's going to go for another steal onto Sinskar's red. Sinskar trying to keep his red buff focused on him, but Lee Sin is there. Lee Sin is there, and Sinskar really doesn't have a whole lot of... Worldstar gets the kill in mid. Meanwhile, Sinskar is getting dived onto in lane. They collapse onto him. Sexy One is there, and the quick world jump, the quick ward jump from Best Actor World saves his life. But there he is! Worldstar coming in from behind and picking up the kill. That is a killing spree for that Syndra, and she is on fire in this mid lane. Worldstar is a very, very good Syndra player, and he is demonstrating it right now, getting 2 quick kills on the Nidalee, and then hammering the Lee Sin, punishing him for attempting to invade that red yet again onto Resurgent Esports side. King Rez got to be very careful. He is way low in this bottom lane. They are trying to force this down onto Kill Dumpling. Sinskar is here as well. Kill Dumpling with the stun. There's the Tibbers, the flash in, and down goes King Rez. But can they turn this around? It is a quick turnaround here. Sinskar gets the kill on Suzuki, turns around, and it is a double kill for Sinskar in the bottom lane. And they will use this to try to push up the wave just slightly. A very well-timed gank from Sinskar lands the double kill in bot at the cost of the death of Lucian. Fair trade, and it looks like Resurgent Esports has gone up 5-2 in kills so far. What they need to do here is they need to establish some dragon control. Right now you can see that they are getting beat out in the ward game currently. 4 wards down on the map for the purple side, while Resurgent only has 1 ward down, and it is in that mid lane. Need to establish some vision control around that dragon. Lee Sin has warded the blue buff, so he's going to try to steal blue again away here. He's going to go over and take Sinskar's wolves first, so he is just invading all over the place on Sinskar right now. Sinskar coming around the corner, has no idea that he's there, and Lee Sin, he runs right into Lee Sin, and just, here's the duel yet again. Sinskar sticking around. He's going to get him this time, though. There's the kick away, and there's a killing spree for Sinskar. Meanwhile, down to the bottom one, King Rez going up against Kill Dumpling. He's got a lot of kill pressure on this Andy right now, but cannot follow it up. He's still going to go for it. There's the dive in. And Caitlyn is there to make sure that her Annie stays safe. King Rez is just going to back off. And while Fiora, roaming down here from the top lane, was hoping to probably pick off Sinskar down in the top. She's going to go in onto Worldstar here. Foda hanging around. Worldstar, not sure if she was seen or not. Looks like she was. Yep, she walked right over a ward there. There's the stun down onto Nidalee. Need more damage coming down onto Airreed. There's the flash. There's the ultimate and a death. Perfect kill there for Syndra, and she is just completely rolling on a rampage right now in that middle lane. A lot of pings going down onto bottom lane. Here comes the teleport in from Killy Willy. There is the perfect ultimate from Sexy One. King Rez picks up 1 kill. Well, Killy Willy goes down onto Tazuki. He's going to pick up the 2nd kill onto that Caitlyn, and they trade again, 1 for 2 in that bottom lane, and giving up some top lane pressure to Foda. But they also have position here to go ahead and go for Dragon. You can see them kind of working their way towards the Dragon right now. Not sure if they're going to start it off or just go ahead and wait for Sinskar, but they are starting it off. So here they go, starting the Dragon.